Dearly beloved, my name is Friendship Pearson, and welcome to Friendship Blue. It is Monday. Happy Monday, March 3rd of 2025. Let's say it together. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. People, I'm going to talk in minor code. And the reason I'm doing that, because I have to be very cautious. Other content creators can present almost anything they want. And certain rules don't apply to everybody, alleged. But the bottom line is I'm going to be careful because God told me years ago, protect the gift. And the gift is in relation to what God shows me. Well, I'm a little bit late because I just got some sleep because I was seeing something and I didn't know how to figure it out. About the time I got up, it just started making sense. You see, people, the other day, the biggest story in American politics hit, and you know what I'm talking about. This man was part of a trio, our vice president. It was him, the president of the United States, and somebody from a foreign land. That person from the foreign land has been getting money from us all the way through the Biden administration. Now, I know who it is. Now, this guy who came to Washington, D.C. and met with our vice president and president of the United States, there was a verbal battle, if you will, going back and forth before the media, which was shown to America and the world. I said that diplomacy is never done that way. You go behind the scenes and you hash it out. You get your frustrations, and then you come before the media. You don't negotiate. You don't have diplomacy in front of the whole world. So to me, it was staged. And people, not only that, it is connected allegedly to Bye Miss American Pie. Now, you know, I have been dealing with that song for probably 3 months. I was the first to do it. It is what it is. And God just showed me. I'm going to put all those videos in the description. I got to find them, but the ones I'm going to show you today, I'll put them in there and then I'll add to it. Bye Miss American Pie as a song, to me, it's more than just honoring the people who died in a plane crash back in the day in 1959. It is about the demise of America, in my humble opinion, allegedly. Now, I'm going to tie all this together because the Vice President of the United States was looked directly in the eye as the guy from overseas sat there, and he said to him, I quote, "You have nice oceans, but you don't feel it now, but you will feel it." And Donald J. Trump cold snap. I'm going to say it again. The guy from overseas who has been getting money from Joe Biden administration just about every time he came to Washington, D.C., on the 28th of February, a few days ago, the negotiations broke down and he was told in so many words to get out the White House. Negotiation has failed. And he said to Vice President J.D. Vance, "You have nice oceans. You don't feel it now, but you will feel it." And Trump cold snap. Now, there's one more player in this whole scenario. I will call him the bear. It is symbolic of a country. You know who it is. It is the opponent of the one who was at Washington, D.C. Now that you get it, we're going to go forward because it's all connected. This man was warned. So evidently, him and Trump are going to feel something in the future, and or Trump will be unalive And this man will have to deal with it because he told him, you will feel it in the future. Now look at his date of birth, August 2nd, 1984. And as I say this, go back and watch the video, okay? When him and J.D. Vance had this exchange, okay? And you'll see what I'm saying. Now his birthday is August 2nd of 1984. American Pie, this song by Don McLean. The phrase "Bye Bye Miss American Pie" from the song American Pie by Don McLean refers to February 3rd, 1959, the day when Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and J.P., the Big Booper, Richardson died in a plane crash, often called the day the music died in a song, signifying a significant loss in the music industry, making this date the implied context of the line "Bye Bye Miss American Pie." What if I told you there is a connection between this song and also the start of this plane crashes, which happened January 29th of 2025. I want you to pause and wrap your mind around this. This is why I couldn't sleep last night until it finally came out this morning. And I wrestled with it. I was like, there's got to be something there. Guys trying to show me, but I couldn't tie it in. And I figured it out. There was a plane crash February 3rd of 1959. Guess what? Plane crashes in America began on January 29th of 2025 when a plane was coming from Kansas City, and it was in Washington, D.C., and a Black Hawk helicopter hit an American Eagle. Do you get it? A Black Hawk hit an American Eagle, and boom, it went into the Potomac. It went into the Potomac, and it's deep because there's a tie-in with the Potomac. I want to say something, but I might be wrong, but there's a tie-in with the Potomac that I did some research. The plane crashed in the Potomac, but if I'm not mistaken, something I'm going to show you in this, or I'll put it in the description, or I'll do a small video. There's a tie-in with the Potomac and something else, okay? And you'll see what I'm saying, okay? I just got to figure it out. I got so much on my mind. Now check this out. I'm not going to show you all the faces, but I'm going to talk it through. This is J.D. Vance's birthday, 8/2. His birthday is 8/2 of 2025 this year, the vice president. This is what? 2/3. On 2/3, that's when the plane crash happened in 1959. So the last anniversary, even though it was 2025, I'm using 2/2. 2/3 is the anniversary of that plane crash back in 1959 versus J.D. Vance's birthday coming up. The difference is 78 weeks. Who's 78 years old? Trump. Watch this. 2/28 is the day that the verbal confrontation happened between the guy overseas, J.D. Vance, and Trump. Take that date, subtract it from J.D. Vance's birthday, the difference is 74 weeks. What is 74? America was what? Founded on July 4th. Now watch this. Here's the lyrics. We started singing "Bye Bye Miss American Pie," drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing "This will be the day that I die." Oh, and there were all in one place, a generation lost in space with no time to start again. And at the end it says, as the flames climb high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. That is America dying. The Statue of Liberty is symbolic. Now check this out. I'm going to show you a few clips. This is the president of South Korea when I first broke this American Pie connection on Two plus months ago, I broke this connection. It's deep. This guy, he created martial law back in a few months ago. Well, anyway, I'll show you the date that he created martial law. And I said that will happen in America in the future. But President Biden brought him to the White House and he sang the song American Pie, okay? Now watch this. I'm gonna show you some things here. Watch this. You even saw the weapons in their face. I saw stuff like that, which I can't show. But I want to go historical because this thing allegedly has a historical significance. And you remember the song American Pie? American Pie? Ask yourself, is it connected? The president came to the White House. South Korea's president came to the White House. And that was back in, let's see here. He came to the White House April 26th of 2023. And when he was there, he sang American Pie. Thank God I caught this because it looks like a tie-in. We can laugh a little, but I want you to check out. We're gonna get into the lyrics a little bit later. I believe they were foreshadowing. It's all game, people, to me. Notice they have on black and white. Black and white means you're playing both sides. You understand? You play both sides, you stay in the middle, you control both sides.
We know this is one of your favorite songs, American Pie.
American Pie가 가장 좋아하는 곡 중에 하나시다고 들었습니다. Yes, that's true. Yes, when I was going to school, it was one of my favorite songs.
Well, we want to hear you sing it.
It's been a while, but
a long, long time ago, I can still remember how that did.
So I can't play it because of copyright, but yeah, he clowned a little bit. And he got the wheels in my brain get to turning. These powers don't do anything. They don't leave anything on the basketball court, on the football field. Everything, in my humble opinion, has to be looked at because it can mean something. So just hold tight. Now, they were outside and Joe introduced him about their relationships. Watch this.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What a beautiful day to invite great friends back to the White House. Welcome to the White House. Today we celebrate the ironclad alliance, the shared vision of our future, and the deep friendship that unites the Republic of Korea and the United States. President Yoon, Ms. Kim, you were kind enough to host me in Seoul last year, just 10 days after your inauguration. And Jill and I were honored to be able to return some of your hospitality with your second state visit to this administration.
That means you stay in the middle. And there they are with the Phoenician colors. Look, Tiffany blue and Jill's got on purple. Do you understand? The underworld that I always talk about. The Phoenicians, two major colors, like a purple and a Tiffany blue, okay? And let me go further. I want to show you guys something else. 1618, okay, here we go. Check this out. On February 3rd, 1959, 3 Americans of the rock and roll musicians and their pilot died in a plane crash. Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and we had one more. JP, the Big Booper Richardson, and Roger Peterson. They died, okay? So they wrote this song in relation to them. He wrote this song in relation to them. But people, when I tell you, allegedly, this song goes into Marxism. It goes into where your freedoms are restricted. And the symbology is, don't let the music die. You know, when we talk about American apple pie, we're talking about all the fruits of America, I would think, right? That's how we brought up thinking about American pie. We want a piece of the pie, our freedom, and going to school and getting a good job and getting a house and getting married, you know, living a dream. But this song, to me, has that twist of it's going to die in the future, okay? Now check this out. Allegedly, that's what it means to me. So now check this out. The song came out November, actual date, it was released October 24th, 1971. October 24th, 1971. You know, I need to subtract those dates. All right, so we have that date, like I showed you guys before. And let me show you this here. We're gonna build on this. This is deep. 1959. And the song came out 10/24. Sometimes I get these ideas as I decode. 1971. So, look at that. Look at that, people. Thank God. Man, I'm glad you guys are patient with me. Here it is. February 3rd of 1959. That's when the airplane went down and went into it. All the entertainers was in the plane. 2/3/1959. And then what happened? On October 24th, 1971, watch this. The airplane crash happened on 2/3/1959. The song was written and was released 10/24/1971. And the difference is 46. And Joe Biden was the 46th president, and 46 means destruction. Bo Biden, JFK, George Floyd, and George Orwell, they all died at 46 years old. Do you see what I'm trying to tell you? It's all symbolic. They're trying to tell us something for the future. Now let's go to this next video, and then we'll go from there. Check this out. Now, Carrie Underwood's birthday, her next birthday. Carrie Underwood tried to sing at the inauguration. Remember that? America the Beautiful. And she had to go a cappella because the music wouldn't play. The day the music died. You see the connection? The song, Bye Bye Miss American Pie. The day the music died. Well, guess what? I did a video in relation to that. Carrie Underwood tried to sing America the Beautiful, and the music wouldn't play. So she had to sing a cappella. So her birthday is 3/10 of 2026 coming up, right? She got a birthday coming up. Watch this. Okay, her birthday for March 10th of 2026 versus 7/4/2024. What is that? July 4th, the founding of the country, right? That's what Trump represents. July 4th, 2024 versus Carrie Underwood's birthday of 2026. The difference is what? 6/14. What is 6/14? What if I told you that Donald J. Trump's birthday, that's Trump's birthday. Carrie Underwood's birthday, subtracted from July 4th, gives you Trump's birthday. And America was founded on July 4th. America is done. Look at the connection between our president and July 4th in relation to the music dying that day. And as she tried to sing it, it wouldn't happen, right? Check it out. It's all coded. The music is dying. Now, pay attention. Catherine Lee Bates, she wrote the poem, America the Beautiful. That's the song that Carrie Underwood was singing, but there was no music because they couldn't play it for some strange reason. Catherine Lee Bates wrote that poem. She wrote a poem, America the Beautiful, July 22nd, 1893. The poem was converted to music on July 4th, 1895. Take both dates, July 4th, make it 2025, versus what? July 4th is what? July 4th is when it was converted into music. July 4th, anniversary, 2025, the poem converted into music, versus inauguration day, 1/20/2025. The difference is 165 days. What is 165? What if I told you the 165th day of the year is June 14th? And who was born June 14th? Trump. See how it speaks? July 4th, inauguration day. Trump was born June 14th, the 165th day of the year.
Wow.
Everything's coded from the past.
Now watch this here. Watch this other connection. All this is connected. 1527, we'll go there. 1527, here we go.
I am freaking out. So between the day from the day that this lady wrote a poem about America the Beautiful versus the day that it was set to music, the difference is exactly, people, look, 713 days. And what happened on July 13th? Look, Trump, July 13th, Butler, Pennsylvania. Bingo.
Can you believe that? Can you believe what I just showed you? Isn't that deep? The song America the Beautiful was first a poem. You subtract the date that America the Beautiful was a poem versus the day it was composed and made into music. The difference is 713 days. And Trump got hit in the ear on 7/13, which is July 13th. Ain't that deep?
Go. My name is Friendship Pearson. If you like the word.
So it's going to DIE is what I'm saying. Now check this out. Here's American Pie. That song came out October 24th, 1971. All right. On December 3rd, 2024, that's when the South Korean president declared martial law. All right, December 3rd. All right. Now, Washington, D.C. became part of the United States July 16th, 1790. I'm throwing all this at you. Now, I can't show you this guy's face, but there's a guy, I call him the Bear. The Bear. The Bear is in a confrontation with somebody overseas who came to the White House this past week. Again, this guy, his name, I call him the Bear. All right? You know who he is. His birthday is October 7th, 1952. Now look at this. If you take October 7th, 2025, he got a birthday coming up, versus July 4th, 2025 this year, that'll be our 259th birthday, July 4th. The difference, people, is 95. What's 95 days? Well, people, the 95th day of the year is April 5th. That's 4/5. That's Donald J. Trump. So, again, what I'm saying is that when the guy who was overseas came to the White House this past week, he told J.D. Vance, you have nice oceans, but you don't feel it now, but you feel it in the future. And Trump cold snap. Well, look at it like this. The Bear, is he the one to do something from overseas? That's my question, because the numbers are speaking, 45. Now check this out. 2/28/2025 is when they had that meeting. The vice president, the president, and the guy from overseas. I call him Mr. Z. Subtracted from 10/7, the Bear's birthday, 10/7. The difference is 7/13. Yeah, boom. What is 7/13? Trump got hit in the head on July 13th. And what you need to understand, the Bear's birthday is the same day, the same date that Israel became a nation, October 7th. Is it all connected? It's deep. Now, the guy who told J.D. Vance, you got You got big oceans. You got nice oceans, but you won't feel it now. His birthday is January 25th, 1978, January 25th. If you take January 25th, 2025, he just had a birthday, versus 11/5, the day that Trump got elected, the difference is 11/5, that Trump got elected November 5th. And that guy, he's 47 years old. I'm gonna say it again. The guy who came to the White House a few days ago and had a verbal confrontation between the President of the United States and the Vice President. This guy is 47 years old, and Trump is the 47th president. What are the odds? It's deep. And then check this out. This guy, all of a sudden, had a meeting with him the very next day, if I'm not mistaken. And he said, I'm gonna go ahead and give you money. Think about it. Now, it's a world thing. Bingo. His birthday is 9/2. If you take 9/2/2025, his birthday coming up, versus what? 10/24. What is 10/24? That's when the song American Pie came out. Anniversary is 2025. The difference is 74. America became a nation on July 4th and separated from Britain, of which he represents. Do you see the tie-in? It's all connected back to the song. And watch this. 10/24, anniversary of the song American Pie, versus this guy's birthday again, 9/2/2025, the guy from Britain, right? That's the prime minister. The difference, again, we had 74, right? All right, let's go back to this. 4/26/2024, what is that? This is when the South Korean president came to the White House and sang the song Bye Bye Miss American Pie. The anniversary of that is 4/26/2024, he came to the White House. Versus what? The day that the guy was talking smack to our vice president and president. The difference is 44 weeks. Yep. The difference between the guy who created martial law and who was singing about Bye Bye Miss American Pie, which to me is symbolic for the destruction of America. He sang that song at the White House in front of Joe Biden, that South Korean president, between the anniversary of that date, 4/26, versus the day we had the verbal confrontation a few days ago. The difference is 44 weeks. Who's the 44th president? Barack Obama. It's deep. Then look at this. 12/3/2024. 12/3 is the day that the South Korean president created martial law. 12/3, the anniversary is 2024, versus what? Versus the day they had the verbal confrontation a few days ago in the White House, 2/28. The difference is 88. What's Trump's text number? 88022. Then look at this here. 7/22. What is that? 7/22 is the day that the poem was written. That Carrie Underwood was going to sing that day. She was going to sing that song, America the Beautiful. 7/22, the anniversary. The song was written July 22nd. Versus what? 2/28, the verbal confrontation. J.D. Vance and the guy overseas and Trump. The difference is 2/22. You know 2/22 means Antichrist and the beast of Antichrist. Ain't that deep? Then look at this. 7/22, the same date. 7/22 is the day that song was a poem, America the Beautiful, right? America the Beautiful came out on 7/22, the poem, versus 10/7. 10/7 is what? That's the bear. The bear overseas versus the song America the Beautiful, where she had to sing a cappella because the music wouldn't play. That is symbolic of death. The difference is 2/22. My name is Franchot Pearson. It's deep, it's deep, it's deep. Let me see. America the Beautiful, was it written in relation to the Potomac River? There is a connection, people. I forgot it. I apologize, but there is a connection. There is a connection somehow between the Black Hawk helicopter hitting the American Eagle plane going into the Potomac River. I'm going to read my notes and check it out and put it in the description. God bless you and God bless America.